This is Katrin Davidsdottir. She's a 10-time CrossFit Games athlete who has been on top of the podium 4 times and crowned the fittest woman on earth twice. She just made this huge announcement.
I've decided to retire from competing in CrossFit.
We have the opportunity to see what a day in her life is like, recap her top 5 favorite moments in an amazing career, and go head to head with her in one of her favorite workouts ever.
Roll the footage. First off, congratulations on the big announcement. I'm sure that was a lot to get off your chest and tell to the world. We've been lucky enough to document and be a part of a lot of your journey. So right now, we want to go over your top 5 favorite moments from competing at the CrossFit Games.
You got a lot of highlights, so.
I know, we went over this, we were talking about it 2 nights ago, and there were so many moments, and we did nail it down to 5.
Okay, what's your 5?
Number 5, the Oli total at the 2023 Games. Me and Annie got assigned platforms next to each other. So it would always go that she lifts and I lift.
From one former 2-time champ to another, Katrin Davidsdottir.
She's my best friend in the entire universe, and I want her to get that extra pound. I want her to get that lift. And it was so cool because she would always be finishing her lift and I needed to start mine. I would hear the crowd go roaring.
And a great save for Annie Davidsdottir.
And I knew she had made her lift. The crowd just gave me so much energy.
Davidsdottir is going to make her second lift.
And we have that very mutual companionship and support. And so for us to stand there next to each other.
Davidsdottir is good. As Katrin Davidsdottir gets to work at 226. And that is good for Katrin.
And it was just the greatest moment for us. Both of us were bottom half in the Oli total. It was hysterical, but it looked like we had won the event. And it was such a special moment for the 2 of us to get to show out there.
Very impressive that after a decade, you guys are still competing at the highest level of the sport and together.
Get to do it together.
Right next to each other.
Yeah.
Very cool moment.
Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Number 4, it was a 5-person games. It was the COVID Games in 2020, and the event was run.
Event 5, the Ranch Loop is underway. Approximately a 3-mile loop through the hills and over the train at the ranch in Aromas, California.
I'm a good runner, and I know that, and I know I can compete with anybody in a run. And we're coming in, at this point, pretty pissed at myself. I felt like I had gone out too slow, and I kind of see like everybody start to turn around, and I'm a little bit confused, and they kind of keep running. I come to the finish line, and Dave goes,
"You're running the entire course now in reverse."
And I was like, yes! Like immediately, it switched in me. I was like, I got another shot. I was like, we get to do this again?
Matt Fraser had a very different reaction.
Katrin Davidsdottir has passed Tia Toomey. Haley Adams is in the lead, and Davidsdottir starting to reel her in.
I very quickly just started chipping 1 at a time.
We didn't see Katrin in the beginning of this race.
No.
She was way in the back.
Haley was the hardest one. I would make a move and she'd make a move back. Finally, I was able to snap that banner.
Katrin Davidsdottir makes another comeback, and she does it in event 5.
Genuine excitement when we got to go again.
Yeah, you're definitely the only person that would be excited to do double the work, I think.
Yeah. Well, which brings us to
Number 3.
is double DT.
Sean, all eyes on Katrin Davidsdottir, and she's going to smash this workout.
My grandma had passed away earlier that year, and I had shoes on that had an A on it for Amma. And I remember looking at them and I was like, this is the event. And because it was just deadlifts and I was literally just looking at the shoes.
And it's currently an Icelandic civil war here at the tennis stadium.
It was a great race. Me, it was Brooke, it was Annie, it was Sarah. My favorite moments are always when I'm in like a tight race. Like I love being in like a race that's full of pressure and it's just inches away.
Round 1, heavy DT with the Sarah Sigmundsdottir. Round 2, double DT, and this one goes to Katrin Davidsdottir.
What a performance!
It was such a good race. It was such a special moment, and then coming up and and actually winning that event.
So you went on to win that games that year, and my memory at the finish line when they announced your name is you holding a necklace.
So my grandma had this necklace that her best friend group had given her for her 60th birthday. We just both had that necklace, and when she passed away, I buried hers with her. I just remember holding the necklace and just, I wanted it so much for her.
Once again, Katrin Davidsdottir!
I remember that being a very special moment. One of my favorites in the entire career I've had documenting the sport. I remember that very vividly. All right, number 2.
Number 2 was the berm run in 2015. The year prior, I had not qualified for the games. And so nobody was talking about me winning the games. I had never, not once in my life, had it crossed my mind that I was gonna win the CrossFit Games or that was gonna be a reality. Sunday morning at the games, I'm sitting in a position of like possibly being able to win the CrossFit Games. Like I remember being on that run and there was nothing going to stop me from giving everything that I had. You know, like when you get tired and you just want to pull back a little bit. There was none of that.
Katrin Davidsdottir in the orange top and purple shorts now passes her for the lead. That's Stacy Tovar in the orange top.
If I have a shot at winning the CrossFit Games, I want to make sure that I give it everything that I have. And it was the first time that I felt that.
This is for third place in this heat, and Alvarez pulling ahead of Davidsdottir. And it's Margot Alvarez who will lock up third place. Davidsdottir is fourth.
Everything was left on the floor for that event. And then one event at a time. And the last event, we ended up winning the CrossFit Games.
Katrin Davidsdottir!
I think you surprised everybody, you know, just because
Including myself,
like
yeah.
having the no expectations put on yourself actually allowed you to elevate yourself to be able to achieve that.
That's the start of what gave me this career.
Should we do some honorable mentions before we get to the final?
Yeah, what were other ones?
Pedal to the Metal in 2016, where you got up and down and got 1 rep, which is all that was necessary for you
Squeeze in that
to
win.
squeeze in another 2016 victory.
So 2019 ringer events, they're like back to back. Ringer 1, you go down, you got across the line first, and then you had to like compose yourself, and there was a ringer 2.
Can you just have a couple minutes of like reset period? Like I'm dying, but I'm not going to show that. And I just charged for it, and I was able to get it back to back and win 200 points and back into a fighting position for the podium.
So those are some pretty good honorable mentions. I mean, you've won it twice, you've won a bunch of events, you have so many things that you could look back on, but how do you narrow it down to your final top moment of your career?
Okay, we got the 2015 snatch ladder. So it started off with lighter barbells. If you hesitated, if you stopped, you're out. And I was so fearless. And so I just went and I make it through the next round. And then I just like went again and I make it through to the next round. And I'm not the best snatcher out of the group, and I end up making it into the top 5 finale. And I remember getting to the barbell and Brooke Entz is on the last barbell already when I'm on the 4th one, and she fails. And I just saw this opening of like, I can win this event.
Brooke Entz has company on that final barbell.
And just decided to pull as hard as I can. And I pulled, and I made it under, but so did she, and she made it past, and it was like a millisecond between us. When I look back at competing, those are moments that I feel the most alive in my life. Like those are so special. Those are so much adrenaline and so much thrill, and that might just be the pinnacle of them all.
We've enjoyed very much documenting the process. Thank you for letting us be a part of it. And I can't say enough how proud and awesome it's been to develop a friendship with you throughout the years.
We're just grateful that you were kind enough to let us into your life and can bug you through training camps or behind the scenes or whatever it was. You're always just a bright light in the community, and I feel like you've inspired so many people and so many little girls. It's been a pleasure to see it and get to know you, and just what a career.
Thank you. There's a reason that I wanted to do this with you guys and announce it with you guys. You've been along this journey with me. The whole time. You guys could always come in because you always supported that and you always gave to that, and I feel like it always made the whole so much better. So thank you guys for that.
Thank you, Kat. Hey, so speaking of double DT,
Oh!
You want to go hit that workout?
you feel like you can run it back?
Yeah. Are you guys ready to do that?
Yeah. Let's run it back.
Let's run it back. Let's see what happens.
This is an Iron Man right here. Did you see this physique?
This physique.
It'll take you far places and long distances, but how will it fare with some weight?
What weight are we talking about for this?
I mean, I don't think that I was ever planning on doing the dudes weights. How do you feel about that?
I feel like we could do the same weight.
10 rounds. Wait, 105?
Guys,
That's the weight they should do.
105?
slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
I'm doing a stack here. I'd like to do an L-citrulline, an electrolyte, and then some of our flavored creatine. So this is strawberry electrolyte, and I'm gonna throw a little strawberry creatine, double stack. I hear creatine's good for the brain too.
Salt and electrolytes, beta and alanine. Try not to perform beta today.
Yeah.
We should call it alpha alanine. That would be better.
You're so strong. We're doing double DT at the women's weights.
This is one of those things like, I just did a really long event, it was an Ironman, this weekend, and so this isn't what you would normally do in training the week afterwards, but we live by the look around and find out method, and we're about to find out.
Little fat foot.
1 round at a time, we're gonna finish 10 rounds. We got this.
Let's go. Okay, so we asked Kat what was one of her favorite workouts from her career, and you came up with what?
I came up with many, but one of them was double DT. So I took second doing heavy DT the year before, and so I was psyched when double DT came up. It's more endurance, lighter weight. I remember looking down and doing the deadlifts and just looking at that A, and there was nothing going to stop me.
What's coming next for you? Like, what are you excited about now?
I'm just excited about life. I'm excited about life with Brooks, about our next chapter. I'm excited for travel. When you're trying to be the best in the world, everything else is pretty much a no. I loved that part of life so much, and I'm so thankful that I gave it so much because I am so proud and I am so happy to now be making the decision to retire and move on and say yes to things and live life. I have missed so many birthdays, I have missed weddings, I have just missed like big time, missed graduations, and now I'm so excited to be able to like make those quick trips, being there for my people and like showing up.
How you feeling, Heebs? Dizzy.
This is such a funny thing that I've always had in my head. I've always been like, oh, I want to be a ski family when we're older. And like, I don't ski, and I've never wanted to risk that. Guys, come.
You're gonna pick it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up, yeah. And I love feeling capable, strong, fit, and healthy, but it's changed in a way that I don't have that like constant pressure. I don't need to be at 100% all the time. I'm not thinking about being the best in the world and performance. I'm thinking more about overall health, and I'm really enjoying that.
There you go, there you go.
11:39.
Last one.
Haven't heard like that.
Woo!
Just like the old good old days, huh?
Just like the good old days.
Do you remember what your time was from back in the day?
I like to look.
I'm so tired. I haven't trained a high heart rate in a bit. It hits
Abs look good though.
very different. I could go 70% of that for a very long time.
I'm so glad we did the ladies' weights.
Dude, but she still smoked us.
2016 leaderboard, 925.
925.
I was a little, yeah.
What were you today?
950.
We haven't fallen off much, Kat. You
Not
sure you want to
much.
retire? Well, I appreciate you taking us through one of your favorite workouts of all time. When she won it back in 2016, man, that's quite the impressive feat.
We tried to put the favor in our court by going to the women's way, making her come to our town, to our gym. We have home court advantage. Still spanked her.
Yeah, the sled dog. Have you done anything like that as recent?
Not barbell cycling, no. I didn't beat my old score, but it was still a pretty good time. Just doing that workout again, I'm like, holy shit. Like before, like I would have only done it if I had to do it in training for competition. But my back was hurting so much, and now I can't believe I'm not using a belt, I'm not using anything, and I'm doing all of that. I know, like what a
Fires me
win.
up.
I feel like life quality just got leveled up. Okay, being this fit is certainly it's not the epitome of health. It's very healthy, but I still think there's some downside to it. And there's a difference between performance and health.
Yes.
Performance, you're pushing, you're kind of like teetering on that edge, and very often you're going too far.
Hard in
Or
the
in
gym.
an Ironman, for example.
Yeah.
Like in an Ironman, you're like getting calories.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm an Ironman.
We should have like a tally at the top of the screen. Yeah. Honestly, it deserves, like, he's an Ironman. He did an Ironman.
Yeah.
We should be mentioning that. I'm so dang impressed. I've said it out loud that I want to do a half Ironman. And I'm very much like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm going to do it. Like, I go by my word, and that's why I've never said I'm gonna do an Ironman. I still, in my head, I'm like, oh, that's insane. Like, I can't believe you did that. I still don't like rule it out, but half Ironman for sure, and a marathon for sure. Maybe we'll do one together one day.
All right, real quick, guys. Shout out to the Whoops!
Shout out to the
Yeah, I can't put that
I
energy.
don't think anybody was expecting that.
I was a
It's gonna be one way.
5.6 strain, mostly in zone 2 of all things. That's kind of interesting. I would have thought I would have been much higher zone.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay, but I was an 8.5 activity strain, mostly in zone 0.
What?
I think, no, this also has in our warm up and like when I wasn't doing anything.
So I was mostly in zone 3 for that workout,
wasn't?
even though it tracked most of the time 7.5 strain on that.
Okay, I don't think it was a super high heart rate workout. It was a muscular fatigue workout. Can we agree?
For you,
So that's why I think my heart rate wasn't super high, but it still did give me an activity strain of 8.5. So got you guys.
Gotcha.
shout out to the Butter Gang!
Shout out to the Butter Gang. Who are we going to go over and talk to here? Okay, we got Mike Rowe, 18.4 strain. He's out of, it looks like Australia, 38 years old, 119-day data streak, walking, weightlifting, and activities. What are we going to send him, Heebs?
Slide in my DMs on Instagram, and we're gonna hook you up with some brand new Blender sunglasses.
There we go. Get you nice and blends. Maybe even some goggles for wintertime.
He's from Australia. He's not having winter.
Oh, yeah.
They don't believe in it down
That
there.
concludes Whoop and the Butter Gang. We out of here.
So I watched every single one of the Secret Lives of the Mormon Wives shows, and they are all obsessed with these soda pop places. And I have this like desperation to try it, and so we're gonna celebrate.
What did you learn from the show? Any takeaways?
The Secret Lives of the Mormon Wives, that I love my relationship with Brooks.
Okay.
That was my
That was the
takeaway.
takeaway.
I love our relationship. I love the no drama, and I really, really want to try a soda thingy.
All right, let's go get you a soda, Kat.
Let's go.
She's only here for so long. We got to make dreams come true. Here we go. What did you get?
I got 2 drinks to
Sure,
try. One
yeah.
of them was the Founder. It was
Yeah.
like Diet Coke, and then it was like sugar-free coconut cream,
Yeah.
and then lime. And the other one was Diet Dr. Pepper, raspberry puree, coconut cream. So I'm kind of like intrigued by that one. I feel like the other one I'm gonna love. That one's like could be a big hit.
It's good. What do we
That
got?
Here we go. You ready?
Raspberry dream. Interesting. It's unique.
It's got a cream to it.
Okay, I feel like Dr. Pepper by itself has a unique flavor, so
I kind of like it. It's kind of creamy. You feel
I
that
like
cream?
it too. And then a little raspberry.
Okay, so here's the guava habit.
Okay, guava. This one's gonna be refreshing.
That's a vibe. Tastes like a Mountain Dew, basically. Ooh, I'm excited about this Texas Tab, though. That's good.
That's good.
Texas Tab is definitely the winner of like a unique flavor.
I honestly, if I like would go again, I'd get the Founder again.
Oh.
It's like more subtle. Oh, it has a hint of lime in too. And the raspberry one, it's more like a sweet treat.
You just double fisting sodas.
Welcome to retirement.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, we couldn't bring Kat to Iceland, so we decided to bring Iceland to Kat. Look at this. What do you think? Look at this.
I have not
We're
seen
at
it
Woodward.
for so long.
Yeah, she's a snow bunny right now. We're all kitted up, ready to roll. What about you? Look at you, guy.
I didn't get the memo about the onesie, so here we are.
This is the first time we're gonna see a real sled dog.
When was the last time you went sledding?
I was just saying that, I don't know, probably when I was a kid.
Heber, you got my handle?
Here we go! Oh my god, oh my
Good time. Run it back.
Seems like a good time for a drink.
Right now is a good time to let you know that Blenders is having their 50% off sale for Black Friday. They're also giving away $24,000. This is crazy. Get over there and get your exchange. They also got snow goggles, frames, and Buttery Bros shades as well.
Did you do it?
Oh.
How you doing?
No lie.
Does that feel so good? Last one, best one.
Last one, last
It's the last one.
Last one.
Then we gotta make it a good
gotta
one. Here
make
we
it a
go.
great
Hold on
one.
tight, guys.
Solid day.
That was the best one.
All right, well, that kind of wraps it up. Thanks for coming out to Salt Lake
This was so fun.
and trusting us with your big announcement and wrapping up your career, and then also, you know, having a nice little sled day. Sled dog.
Sled dog slid down the slopes today. No, there's nobody I'd rather have done it with. And it was such a fun trip.
It was an epic weekend. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a comment down below of what you think we might have missed for Katrin's career. What are moments that you appreciated? And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this.
We out.
Bye, honey.